Welcome to Elevate Your Ride, the podcast dedicated to elevating your performance in the saddle. I'm Ellie, your personal trainer.
And I'm Lauren, your mindset coach. Today, we have the pleasure of introducing my mom, Cheri, to you guys. She has been the absolute best horse show mom I could have ever imagined. She's been there through all the ups and the downs, and it's just been so much fun having her be the backbone along this journey. So, Mom, can you introduce us a little bit to horse show life?
Oh, yes, Lauren. So good to be here with you. And we have had over 20 years of family adventures together with the horses, and it's been great.
Isn't that crazy? 20 years. It's hard to believe, but can you take us back to the very beginning when we bought that horse off the feed store walls?
Oh, yes, Mr. Whisper Wizard, the gray pinto horse. Oh my gosh, we did everything with him. And we thought, well, we'll get one horse. We have two kids. You and Garrett are only 13 months apart. And so just share him and it'll be great. And then we realized that you can't just have one. Each kid has to have their own horse.
Exactly.
And so then we bought the second horse, Bo. And then you guys each had a horse to take care of. And that's how it all started.
And how quickly did we begin showing those horses?
Probably maybe 6 months. It's
Wow.
funny.
So we got really into it.
Yeah, you got really into
Okay.
it. And, probably because, like, your dad had showed when he was young, and I showed when we were younger, and we already know about the horse show world, and we thought, "Well, let's go ahead and go to these little schooling shows." They had once a month, and we just started there.
Yeah, and that schooling show was only about 30 minutes from our house.
Yes.
The Central Valley Saddle Club in Wrigley.
And Tim Camara's family owned that one, Man of Trail, and his family was great, and they put on a show every month, and we go, and we had a ball.
Can you remember what the first kind of horse show experience was like for us? Was it what you expected as a horse show mom, or did you have no idea what we were walking into?
Well, I kinda knew what to expect, but you guys were so happy, and you cleaned the saddle and stuff. We cleaned it the night before, and you'd sit in the house and polish the silver. Just so excited to go, and I remember after the first horse show, you guys asked, "Can we go to another one?"
Yeah. So we're pretty much hooked, right?
Yeah, yeah, you guys were, and it was fun, and we met so many neat people there and other kids, and you guys enjoyed the time with other people too.
Yeah, I remember that series having a lot of kids in the classes, and we would have so much fun just kind of palling around. And I remember you and dad always being the ones that were kind of the facilitator for a lot of our activities too.
Yes, very true, and especially as you guys got older and we just did more of the quarter horse shows, we'd go to the California shows, and afterwards, you'd get together with a lot of the other youth kids and do activities together, and they'd be from different barns, but you guys all had so much fun. I remember, like, dad would take you guys to the movies,
Yeah.
or if we went to the Oregon show, you guys would go boating in that
Yeah.
little lake behind the showgrounds after the show with the other kids. Just a lot of fun activities besides just showing.
Yeah, and I think that that probably helped the whole showing experience for us because it taught us that, yeah, winning is important, but there is also more to life and to the horse show than just winning. It's also the relationships we had there.
Right, absolutely. And we went quite often, so you guys were excited to go see your other friends, not just the friends at school, but friends from the horse shows.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the school horse showing dynamic and then you guys as parents making sure that we never got too far behind. What was that like?
Luckily, you and Garrett were very good about getting your work done, so it wasn't too hard because you wanted to go to the horse shows. You wanted to probably get away from school, and we'd go different cities and later on different states, and you got to see so much more of the world that you got your work done, and the schools were excellent with us. We did independent study if we were gone too long, and it just worked out really well for us.
Mhm. I remember you and dad used to give us math quizzes and history quizzes as we're driving down the road. Dad, his favorite one was what's 25 times 25? 625.
I know, I remember that.
Absolutely.
But you guys were good at that.
Well, we had to be good.
Yeah, we had a lot of time in the car together, didn't we?
Yeah. Hey, Elevate Your Ride fans. Are you loving our show and looking for a way to show your support? Check out our line of Elevate Your Ride merchandise. From stylish t shirts to cozy hoodies to journals and hats, we have everything you need to represent your favorite podcast. Ready to gear up? Click on the Buy Our Merchandise Here link in the podcast notes, or head on over to our website, elevateyourride.co, and click on the Store tab. Thank you for your support. Make sure to like, follow, and share our platform with your friends. How was that experience of kind of being in close quarters constantly as a family and kind of navigating just life?
For us, it went well. And yeah, we were all close, especially have to drive 6, 8 hours together in the truck. It would probably be like Wednesday night because you start showing Thursday. And so we drive after school, we pick you guys up and then we drive. And you guys probably had something entertaining you a lot of times in the back seat, whether it was schoolwork or something on the computer or headphones. Because you,
I blew out a few headphones on those trips.
and so you guys but you guys also got along really well, you and
Mhm.
Garrett. And so you guys could just entertain each other. And then we brought the family dog Rosie, and she would go too. And we had living quarters. So, well, we halted the horses, and then we had the living quarters. And luckily, we all got along.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a good point too, because my brother was definitely like my best friend. And that was really nice to be able to share the horse show journey with him and kind of be competitive. Are you looking for that extra competitive edge, struggling with show pin anxiety, or looking to set and achieve meaningful goals with your horse? Schedule a session with me, Lauren, your dedicated mindset coach. As an experienced competitor, I understand the mental demands required to excel at the highest level, and am here to support you in building a plan to help you stay accountable and reaching those goals. For more information, check out laurencervelli.com or click on the website link in our show notes. Let's work together to elevate your ride. But what was that like as a parent having two kids showing in kind of the same classes?
That is hard because you guys were the same age group too. And you guys did all the same events, or most of the events. He didn't do English. But all the other events you guys did, it sometimes was hard because I know how hard both of you would work and how dedicated both of you were. But I guess you learned you're going to lose more than you win, and you just have to support each other and be happy for each other, win, lose, or draw. And I think you guys learned that at an early age. And I remember one show, it was in Bakersfield. It was a quarter horse show. And Jennifer Thompson came up to you because you were clapping, and Garrett did too, but you were clapping for all the kids that placed. No matter what they got, you were clapping for them. And she came up to you and said, "That is just amazing that you are clapping for everybody and you're supportive of everybody." And I think that that's how you were the whole time showing, and Garrett too. You learn to support your friends and your brother and sister. You guys
Mhm.
support each other.
Yeah, I definitely felt like Garrett always had my back, and no matter what I was going through, whether it was in the show pen or outside of it, I could definitely lean on him to be able to go to through it all.
And I think the same is said for him. He could lean on you. You guys knew how each other felt, no matter where you placed. And luckily, we did the all around stuff. So if one class didn't work out well, you got another class to go try and
Yeah.
do a little better.
And as a parent, was there anything that you felt you did that facilitated that type of sportsmanship?
I just think we always told you guys to do your best and just you have no control how it turns out when the judges place it, and you just all you can do is do your best and be okay with however it turns out. And there's always another class and there's always another show. And yes, there are tough times. There's probably a lot of tears sometimes, but that's life and how you learn to handle things. And that's what makes people better in the long run is how to handle disappointments.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that you've experienced kind of a lot of tears. How is that? How does that feel as a mom? Is it hard Or is tough love the answer? What did you kind of go through?
For me, it would be hard because I feel a lot. And so I feel for you guys with the tears. Like I said, I know how hard you work, how dedicated you were every day, how much you put in with your schoolwork to be able to do this. But we all know you can't leave all the time. So you have to feel for them, but you also have to teach them it's life. I mean, we wish we could always win and be the top, but life doesn't work that way. And so as a mom, you try to teach them these are the life lessons to go on to be successful citizens. And this sport is a great way to teach you about losing gracefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, like you said, we're going to lose probably more times than we're going to win. And losing doesn't have to mean losing, right? Quote unquote, losing is second place sometimes in this sport, which is still pretty darn good. So
Right. No,
just keep
absolutely.
going.
And the times you go off pattern,
Yeah.
that happens.
Do you remember how I used to, how one time I overspun in the raining? Oh, that was painful.
Oh, yeah. Those are all painful moments.
Yeah.
But if you don't go through pain, you don't grow. And then maybe sometime when it really mattered, you remember to count a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's true, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, and the failures make you dial in better for the next time.
Yep. No, absolutely. And like I said, it's life and
Mhm.
they're life lessons. And this sport is the best way to teach you life lessons.
Yeah, what other things do you feel that horses teaches kids?
Oh, responsibility for sure. Having to care for the animal, having to clean, like for us, clean the stalls and everything. So take care of them, groom them, ride them. And if you're going to be successful, you have to put a lot of time in. So you have to be dedicated. And it also teaches you to cheer for other people, be happy for other people.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All those things are huge. And since this is a competitive sport, did you ever feel that you had to either spur on our competitive edge or rein in our competitive edge?
Well, between you and Garrett, I'd say you're definitely more competitive than he is.
I'm aggressive.
Absolutely, right from the get go, right from the get go. And I think Garrett probably was okay with whoever he placed in the class or didn't place. You were probably a little bit more aggressive about.
So I felt like sometimes Garrett's kind of nonchalant attitude benefited him because especially like in the trail and the western riding, I feel like he could get through a lot of those things better than I could because he would kind of just go with it, let
Right.
it be, and then the horse would be awesome.
And maybe you overthought a lot of things.
We no.
And I remember you used to count points, for the all around how many each person had and stuff. And poor Carrie probably could care less.
Or maybe poor Lauren because she cared so much. But yeah, I remember I used to have like little hypotheticals too. I'd be like, okay, so this person can get this number of placing, this number of points. And if this, and this happen, then okay, so that means I have to perform at this, and this level.
Oh, yeah. You had it all tried to figure it out. And
Do you think that sabotaged me certain times?
yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes. I think like when the competition got tougher, because you probably just put more pressure on yourself. But it was always cute though, because you had that, even as a 12-year-old kid, I had your little pad figuring out how many points everybody had.
What a nerd. I love it.
Probably, but you were, yeah. But see, you were competitive, but yet you cheered for everybody. And you really
Yeah.
genuinely wanted everyone to do well and support each other, even though you were very competitive. But you were very competitive, really, in any sport. Whether we did swim team, you were competitive. It's just your nature.
But thankfully, I have enough you and me that I can be nice to people.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, but honestly, I feel like it was a good mix between dad's competitiveness and then your kindness.
Right.
And
Right.
so that was nice to have you with my personality as a horse show mom
Right.
because you were very like a very kind and real support system there because you didn't ever allow me to get too wrapped up in the competitive part
Right.
like I
Right.
wanted to.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. It's like, no, it's okay. We're gonna go out to dinner now. We're going to go do something different. Let it go.
Right, you're always the best at being like, okay, now we're gonna get dinner. And that was a lot of the fun things that we did about showing horses was getting to try new places at the cool places that we horse shows were at.
Oh, yeah. Like Santa Barbara. That was really fun because they had restaurants out on the pier. And let's see, we went to Oklahoma. It was like, we don't have Cracker Barrel in California.
That's the best.
That is was like every time we go there.
Yeah.
So it was fun just to experience different things that we didn't have at home.
Mhm.
Hi, everyone. It's your personal trainer, Ellie. If you're looking to become a stronger, more balanced, and flexible rider, I'm here to help. I offer virtual personal training sessions and customized workout plans that you can complete on your own. As a fellow competitor, I understand the physical demands riding requires, and my goal is to help you perform your best for your horse, whether you're preparing for a show or just want to improve your everyday rides. Visit lopindowntherailfitness.com or click on my website tab in the notes of this podcast episode to learn more. Let's work together to elevate your ride.
How has being a horse show mom from 6-year-old Garrett and Lauren to being horse show mom of 31-year-old Lauren kind of progressed?
Obviously, you guys can do more for yourselves. But overall, it's the same. It's just a great feeling. It's a joy to watch you show and just as nervous for you now as I was when you were very little. But it's a good nervous. It's a good fun. But obviously you surpass everything from the beginning stages. I remember when you're little, we did your hair. Remember you had long, thick hair
Oh, yeah.
and trying to get that in the bun. Now you do your own bun. So good job.
Thank you. I'm sure that's much easier on you then. That was a pain. I got stabbed so many times with those bobby pins.
Oh, yeah. But it still is so much joy watching you compete. I love going.
Yeah, and I love having you there, and I just appreciate all the little things that you do now. I mean, maybe you don't do my hair, but I appreciate you getting Starbucks or,
Mhm.
oh, mom is the best at making sure I'm fed because a fed Lauren is a happy Lauren.
That's true. So I'm getting the food now and
Yeah.
like you said, Starbucks and other things, but get you all set and prepared to show.
Yeah, and she's pretty good about making sure that I don't wait too long because sometimes I like to wait till the last minute to get on my horse.
Absolutely. I'm like, Lauren, come on, you need to get ready. Oh, no, I have plenty of time. No, you need to get.
Yeah, so I do appreciate her for that. And so is that something that you learned about how I worked or to know when to push me to kind of step up? Because you also help me at home too. So if we take it away from horse show life, at home with my showmanship, I feel like I rely on you so much compared to anyone else in my life of trusting that if you say it's good enough, it's good enough. Or if it needs to be more, it needs to be more. And I listened to you on that. Like how did that kind of relationship evolve?
Well, I guess, gosh, I've been helping you guys since you were little. I mean, obviously we had great trainers and stuff, but starting out, we had the horses at home. And then through your showing career, they've been home once in a while and then they go to trainers and stuff. But when we would be together at home, I don't know, I guess it's just something we clicked with. We knew what the look was and we knew it just takes time of like showmanship, just practice doing it over and over and over and becoming one with the horse. And I think we just became a good team of I could kind of see what it should look like.
Yeah.
And I would tell you, and they're like, I know how to fix that then. I know what to do. Maybe I couldn't tell you how to fix it, but you're like, I can do it.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you, okay, that looks good now.
Yeah. And I just appreciate your eyes so much because I mean, you pick up on the little nuances that maybe I would be like, ah, it's good enough, or I'll get to it later. And you'd be like,
Mhm,
no, get to it now. You've got to
mhm.
do it now.
Right. Yeah. No, like I said, luckily we just work well together. And there are little things that when you're out in the show pen, it's like, oh, that would make a difference between a horse that looks like it should place and a one that doesn't. And then I'll tell you, okay, we need to work on something. And then you just go to work and you figure it out.
And that's one thing that's nice too, is you've gotten involved in watching the classes and seeing what's winning and seeing where we need to improve and evolve rather than taking kind of a back seat. And that's been fun. Was that a natural thing for you?
I think so, just because I used to show as a youth and your dad showed as a youth. And so we were already involved and knew what to kind of look for. And so as you guys progressed and we went to the trainers, I'd go to the lessons with you guys and hear what the trainers had to say. And all, like I said, we would go to the shows together and I saw all the classes together. And after 20 years, and it just kind of, what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah. And that's one thing. A big shout out to mom and dad. We used to have a horse trainer when we were youth kids that was 5 hours away, and they would drive us down there every Saturday. If we weren't at a horse show, they would drive us down first thing in the morning, 5 hours down, do our 2 hour lesson, and then drive us 5 hours back. That's a 12-hour day for a parent who my dad worked really hard. My mom worked really hard during the week. That's probably their only day off that they had, and they spent it driving us to make sure that we could better ourselves as horsemen and learn and pursue our passion. So, pretty amazing.
Absolutely. No, those were great times too, because we were all in the car together. So we talked and sang songs or played games, whatever it was, but it was a good family time too. And you guys were so dedicated, and that's awesome too.
Yeah. And it's so nice that both Garrett and I were dedicated because
Yes.
to have those type of time commitments, if one kid was into something else, that would have been really hard.
It would have been really hard. So we were very lucky that you both wanted to do the horses and we could do it just together as one family unit.
Yeah. So I appreciate all that you guys did for that.
You're welcome. And like I said, so many great memories, so many fun things, and the people that we've met doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of you and dad's great friends are from the horse shows now.
Absolutely. And we still talk to them, and they're in different states.
Yeah, and isn't that so cool?
Mm,
People that you would have never been able to come into contact with or interact with, and now they're a big part of your just daily lives.
yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. It's fun.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm just so thankful that I've been able to share it with you.
We're lucky too, how blessed this family is that we have been able to do it for so many years together.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, Mom, for spending the time and sharing it with us. And happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there who are either just horse show moms or showing and have kids showing as well. You're doing a great job and just continue to be supportive. Do you have any closing advice for horse show moms out there?
Just enjoy every day, enjoy the ride. Time goes by fast, and what a blessing that we get to spend time with our kids and watch them grow and help them become wonderful individuals.
Couldn't have done it without you.
I couldn't have done it without you either.
All right. Love you, Mom.
Okay, love you too, Lauren.
Thank you for listening to Elevate Your Ride. Find us on Instagram and Facebook, all linked in the podcast notes. We'll see you next time. The information provided by Elevate Your Ride is for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended as medical or professional advice. While we discuss health and fitness topics related to equestrians, the content provided through this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. The views expressed by the host and guests on Elevate Your Ride are their own and should not be taken as professional guidance. We strive to provide accurate and up to date information, but we cannot guarantee that the information will be applicable to every individual listener or that it reflects the most current research or guidelines. Before making any changes to your health and fitness routine, we strongly recommend consulting with a qualified professional who can provide personalized advice based on your individual needs and circumstances. Elevate Your Ride and its creators will not be liable for any direct, indirect, consequential, special, exemplary, or other damages arising from the use of information on this podcast. Thank you for listening to Elevate Your Ride. We are committed to providing high quality content and appreciate your trust in us as a source of information for your health and fitness journey.